Hello, once again, this is Brother Teacher Reginald. Uh, I did a video a couple days ago about how to understand the Bible and what it is that I believe personally, as a response to one of my followers here on YouTube. And I put forth my level best or my best effort to explain what my belief is. Uh, in summary, if you will, without wasting a whole lot of your precious time, most of you. And I knew that it was not going to be received well by some, and I knew also that it was going to be well received by many others. And true to form, that is what occurred. Fortunately, the largest amount of you that responded all responded positively towards the video. Not to say that the ones that didn't particularly agree with what I was saying were misbehaving, so to speak, or of ill intent, even though there could be some subtleties there. There were, however, some that didn't particularly agree with the notion that there's a God, and it was pretty evident in their response. Uh, I just want to respond to those that responded to my video. First of all, if you recall in the first video, the one right before this, I did make the statement that I'm not trying to convert anyone or make anyone believe what I believe or try to compel you to believe what my teachings were or what my strong feelings are as it relates to my belief. Let me clarify something for some of you. One of the people that responded asked the question, why do we need religion and God? I'm going to touch on that. Some things might be overlapping in my response. I'm going to try to respond to approximately three statements and or questions. Why do we believe in religion and God? First of all, I've already forestated why I believe in the Creator, and everyone else's belief in a Creator or not is your own prerogative. This is not a platform of me debating. I'm not going to debate religion, nor am I going to debate politics. I'm just going to give you my viewpoint, and you can give me your viewpoint in kind. But arguing and debating and becoming overly emotional about something that we shouldn't be uh, too sensitive about is foolish. It's actually juvenile. I can't make you believe anything, no more than you can make me believe anything. But we can come to a point where we try and reason with one another. If we cannot come to some common ground as to what the truth is about any subject, to include religion or spirituality, and any other subject for that matter, we just need to table it and say, we're not getting anywhere with this. Uh, you believe what you believe. That's your belief or conviction. And I believe what I believe. And that's the end of it. And we continue on with our lives. And one thing that I believe that is really sure or certain is that at some point in our existence, we are going to have the complete truth as to what this life was all about when our life has actually ended on this particular earthly plane. And we will have clarity then, 100%, absolutely, without any doubt, no gray areas whatsoever. But we must remember, we must bear in mind that we are learning every single day of our lives, or at least we should be. Every waking moment of our lives, we should be learning the world in which we live and understanding, or trying to at least understand why it is that we're here, and trying to find a purpose in our lives while we are here, and not base our lives just simply on physical and or materialistic things in this life, which are temporary. Because when we all die, none of these things that we have amassed or accumulated in terms of physical material, if you will, accolades, awards, doctorate degrees, and various other college degrees and so forth, none of that is worth anything when you're dead. So there has to be something beyond this life, or else our whole life has been in vain. And that's the truth. So, why do we need religion and God? First of all, I don't subscribe to religion because religion is made by man. Anytime you have many religions and they all differ, it means that they're not on one accord if there's one creator. The one creator has a plan for all mankind, and the plan is the same. It is not your interpretation versus my interpretation versus the next person's interpretation. It doesn't work that way. People create religions oftentimes so that they can cover themselves, and the things that they should be doing, they don't want to do, so they create a religion oftentimes to allow them permission to do the things that they want to do. And I'll leave it at that. You let your imagination run wild with you as much as you like on that particular one. So, and why do we need God? I'm going to say this again, and I really just covered it. If we don't know why we are here on this planet, but yet we reap benefits from being here in this physical body, on this physical plane, we also, of course, we know we have suffering on earth as well, as much as we have joy and or happiness, whatever that is to you or means to you. I personally would feel disadvantaged, shortchanged, and saddened if our whole existence was just what we see here on planet Earth throughout the years that we're here, and that there's nothing else beyond this. I would feel like I have been cheated. And I'm sure that many people would feel the same, not having a purpose and not understanding our purpose, our real and true purpose in life. Okay, that's that one. And then one individual said that the Bible is full of contradictions, so you can't understand it. If you recall the first video that I did, if that individual and others like them believe the same, then maybe they don't believe in God or the Creator at all. You can't debate and argue with people who already don't believe. For those that do, or who are inclined to believe that there's a Creator, that's who I'm speaking to. Others of you, I respect your viewpoints and your opinions, as it were, but I'm not going to argue with you. And I'm not going to say, well, God's going to get you if you don't do X, Y, Z, and then you're going to go to hell and fire and brimstone. I'm not going to do that. No, that's not my place to do that. I don't have a heaven to put you or a hell to put you in. All I can do is be an example of what I believe to be that which is equitable and upright as much as I possibly can in my life. That's it. Live by an example, or try my very best to do that. That's all that the Creator requires of us, is to do our very best. So if you don't believe in a God, fine. If you do, that's wonderful. As far as the Bible contradicting itself, I made the statement before in the first video that man did make or put together the book that we call the Holy Bible, and many other religious books and writings. But I believe that those books were put together by men who were inspired by the Creator. And as far as it being contradictory, I don't believe that the scriptures contradict themselves. I believe that it's the reader who just simply doesn't understand what they're reading. I believe that the scriptures are spiritually interpreted. And as I said in the first video, not anyone can just simply pick up the Bible and read a passage and think that that's what it means. Some things are cut and dry, but there are other things in the Bible that are prophecies. There are some things that are in the Bible that are mysteries. There are some things in the Bible that are parables that must be thought out, that must be processed in an earnest heart. Now, if you're reading the Bible or opening the Bible and trying to find mistakes, you're going to find them because that's what your intentions are. But if you're looking for deliverance, perhaps, if you're looking for some clarity as to what your life should consist of and what direction you should be going in life, you'll find that as well. The real question is, what are you looking in the Bible for? Now, you probably haven't studied it long enough, you haven't delved into it deep enough, and you probably don't have the right attitude and or spirit when you read it. Remember what I said in the first video. The Almighty said if you draw nigh, which means near, to Him, He'll draw near or nigh to you. And that just simply means when you are serious, He will expose things to you. Why would someone give you the keys to the kingdom of His universe, His world as it were, and you're not worthy? You have to first humble yourself. If you're not humble, you're going to have complaints, and you're going to talk about contradictions, and you're going to say that God doesn't exist, or the Creator doesn't exist, or that there is no Almighty or Most High Creator. You're going to say those things because life has probably, in your estimation, dealt you some harsh blows, and you feel like you're a failure, maybe, or that you've had such hard times in your life that you have given up on anything, any semblance of anything that is good or even hopeful in your life. So you have to blame someone. Why not the Creator? That's it on that one. Now, the last one that I'm going to address, one individual said, you're not even sure about how to say His name. You notice that I'm not running away from any of these questions and or statements that were made, and I'm responding because this is home. I live this every day. I'm not even sure about His name. Yes, I am. Now, if I receive some other revelation tomorrow, even right now, as to His name being different, I'll change it. This is a work in progress, right? We are all works in progress as human beings on this planet. We're learning, and I cannot overemphasize that. I've said it many times before that I'm a student of life. I don't have the answers to everything in the world. No man does. But we are supposed to be on a journey trying to find out what the end is going to be. The end of this particular life that we're all experiencing down here on earth. So I said before in the video prior to this that I call Him Yeshua, Jesus Christ. The people, most people call Jesus Christ the Savior, the Messiah. I call Him Yeshua, God of salvation. And I call the Father Yahweh. There's no confusion there. I utter these words every single day of my life. And if I pray sometimes, if I'm in a particular forum or in a church, or I'm delivering a speech somewhere where there's a Christian church, as it were, or some other religious organization, I'll say what I believe. I say, in the name of Yeshua, whom we also call Jesus, for the benefit of everyone, because that's what most of us have learned growing up. And that is an international acceptance, if you will, identifying the Son of God as Jesus Christ. But I know what I know, and I believe what I believe. And I know his sacred, his holy name. And I've exposed it many times, and I have uttered it many times, and I'm not going to change. Now, when I use the term Yehoshua, and there's a couple others, I didn't say that I use those terms. I said there's some who use those very terms. I call him Yeshua. And as I said a moment ago, if I had a different understanding, I would use that. It doesn't make the first thing wrong, because the creator of all things knows the intent of my heart. It is my heart that reaches heaven. And he feels that. And then he comes and he exposes and reveals himself to me, to you, to anyone else. But your heart has to be there. But if your heart is darkened, if you have the wrong intention or ill intent, you'll never hear from the Creator. Not in a positive light, anyway. So, I want to thank you, all of you that have taken the time to listen to me and to watch my videos. And again, I hope and I pray that they have been of value to you, beneficial to you, and even edifying to you. I want you to know this before I leave. We only have one life on this planet, and we are all most definitely going to die one day. What's after that? To all of you that say you don't believe in God, can you intellectually conclude what it is that you actually do believe? Can you conclude what's going to happen when you close your eyes for the last time? It's really something to think about. I tell you what, I would be very, very afraid. And it would be very upsetting to me to know that if I closed my eyes for the last time, and if my family, whom I love dearly, my children, uh, all of my family, and people that are dear to me, died, that we've died in vain, and that there's nothing great or greater than this place after this life, I'd be disappointed. And you should also be. So, think about it, meditate on it, pause and consider, what is your life really about? What is your purpose in life? That's all I had to say. Like, share, discuss this with your family. Those of you who do believe that there is a creator. And if peradventure, some of you that have watched my videos as it relates to this particular topic or subject, if it has changed your mind in any capacity or any way to make you see things a bit different than you did before, let us know that as well. This is Brother Teacher, and I don't care who you are, a believer in a creator or not, I still love you. Okay? That was it, and that was all. I'm out.